DreAllDay.com.
1212 DreAllDay.com. What's up, everybody? We get into the motivation for this week. This week's motivation, I call it "Kill the Thought Weeds." And let me explain a little bit what that means. Because I've talked about this concept many times, but this is a little bit of a different angle that I'm coming at for it. As people talk about, you'll always hear somebody say, well, how am I supposed to overcome when I got all this negativity around me? I got people talking about me, people who think I won't make it, nobody wants to support me and things like that. What I was thinking of the other day was most of the time when there are people who are against you, not against you, maybe people who don't support you or people, naysayers or haters, if you want to call them that, usually the stuff that they do or the stuff that they say usually only comes towards you one time. Or maybe a few times, maybe once a week, maybe a few times over the course of your lifetime. They'll say, oh, I don't think you can make it, or you ain't good like that, or no, you shouldn't be on the basketball team, or whatever it is you're trying to do, basketball or not basketball. But what ends up happening, no matter how many times that person says something negative towards you, that negative stimulus comes in your direction, what happens is that we remember that negative stimulus. We remember the words, we remember the thoughts. We remember the feelings that we have when that negative stimulus comes to us, and then what we do, the person who receives it, we replay it in our heads over and over and over and over again. It's like I talked about a while ago. I talked about erase the bad movies was a motivation I talked about many weeks ago. We replay it over and over and over again in our heads, and it's us who makes it worse because we keep remembering it. We keep remembering how we felt when that negative stimulus came to us. We remember how we felt when that person said what they said about us, and we keep watering those weeds that grow in your garden. That weed starts to grow. It's only one weed, but we keep watering it every time we think about it again, and we start to feel how we felt. We talk about it. We complain about it to somebody else. We feel sorry for ourselves, and it's us that's actually making it worse. That person who said something bad about you, they only said something to you one time, but you replay it in your head maybe 150 times over the next 2 weeks. You're the one that's making it worse. So what you gotta do is, like I said, kill the weeds. It's like you got a garden. Once that weed starts growing, you gotta grab that first one and get it out of there before they start to multiply. You don't want to feed them, because they grow off the same thing that the plants grow off of, water, right out of the ground. So when you feed them, by replaying it in your head, replaying those thoughts and feelings, you're the one that's actually making it worse more than the person or whatever that stimulus was that put the weed there in the first place. So think about that next time you have something negative going on towards you. Every time you talk about it, replay it, feel it again, you're the one that's actually making it worse more than whoever that person is you're complaining about or thinking about. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.
George, from New York, work on your